You scan the physics engine, say it's random generation. A billion years of accident and unguided compilation. You tell me that the carbon and the hardware in our chest is just a blind mutation that somehow passed the test. But read the underlying logic, look at the geometry. The DNA is sequenced with a perfect symmetry. You cannot have a program with no author at the screen. The logos is the architecture holding the machine. But you pointed all the entropy, the violence and the pain, and ask how a good developer could program this domain. If the founder is so loving, why the localitis tell? Why the dark web, the beast where the broken shadows dwell? Listen to the logs, he didn't write the malware in. He gave us the root access and we engineered the sin. The ultimate defense is the founder. In the wire didn't stay above the cloud, he walked into the fire. The logos took on hardware. The zero-error form to take the system crash and step into the storm. He didn't shout a theory from a safe and distant place. He compiled into the substrate to deploy the patch of grace. You want the proof of God, a world of digital decay, where the corrupted sectors lay. You try to run the algorithms to satisfy your soul, but infinite pleasure only digs a deeper hole. You chase the vanity metrics, the dopamine and hype, but every time you reach the peak, you're begging for the white. You've got a localetta's vacuum, a missing piece of code, a God-shaped empty sector at the center of your node. You can't patch it with a chemical or hack it with your pride. You were searching for the maker that your intellect denied. You pointed all the entropy, the violence and the pain, and asked how a good developer could program this domain. But we dropped the firewalls, we gave the enemy the key. The bugs are not the maker's fault, the glitch is you and me. But the ultimate defense is the founder. In the wire didn't stay up on the cloud, he walked into the fire. The logos took on hardware. The zero-error form to take the system crash and step into the storm. He didn't shout a theory from a safe and distant place. He compiled into the substrate to deploy the patch of grace. You want the proof of God, a world of digital decay? Look at the empty tomb where the corrupted sectors lay. Music drops to a heavy, aggressive, syncopated bass line. Run the diaxnetics, audit the telemetry. How do you explain the martyrs dying for the memory? How do you explain the wounded healers in the night, turning from the darkest addictions to the light? It's not a placebo, it's not a mass delusion. The back-propagated grace is the only logical conclusion. Come let us reason together, let the arguments fall. The maker of the matrixes is calling to us all.